Hello, hello. Welcome, gamer. Welcome back to another installation of CABERNET, the polyamorous communist vampire game. I hope everyone's having a good beginning of spring. I know I am. I did interviews this past weekend, which was why I wasn't able to stream Monday, because I was doing auditions for the play I'm writing. am writing, and directing. This is the first time I've directed in 10 years, basically. And it's really fun. I'm really excited. I didn't really get to do much of it after that one play after high school. And I was also starring in that play. So it felt a little less like directing and a little more like assistant directing and like shadowing my drama teacher at the time, who had gotten me this position in the local festival. Thank you, Mrs. O'Toole. I really appreciate all of your support, all of your love, all of your resources. You're great. I think she's retired and in Maui or something now. I hope she's having fun. But today we are playing CABERNET. I'm just getting myself comfortable. Make sure you get yourself comfortable. Get all cozy. Make sure you've got your drinks, your snacks, your blanket if you need it. I know some places are still chilly. In food support yesterday, one of the new people was talking about how he went to visit his daughter in Calgary, I think it was, and it was set to be -12 and snowing there. Maybe it wasn't Calgary. I think it was somewhere like inland though. Anyways, why do you always do this to me? There we go. CABERNET got a little update, so it looks like it's actually like playing and transferring when I'm not actively on the screen, so I can go and do stuff over on OBS without actually interrupting anything, which I really appreciate. Thank you so much, devs, for this cool game. Without further ado, let's get in. What happened last time? I was trying to remember that as I was booting this up. Usually I look a little bit back on the video and make sure that I know what's going on, especially in one of these RPGs. But I truly have no idea. Oh, okay. So now there's and it stopped again. Hold on. Okay. It seems like this happens with this game, where it incredibly delays my audio, as well as not working too much with moving back and forth. I'm glad the beginning worked though. Hi, mister. Hello. There's my handsome boy. Brr.
Oh, he started drooling. Not in my hand.
Okay, buddy. How you doing, girly pop? Okay. Whoops, wrong one. Now what's happening? We are rank 9. Unburied is in a week. What does that mean? We need to go to the Countess's manor by the 11th. So I could do that soon, but I do have until the 11th to get that done. I don't want to help Elisa do that. Drinks are on me for help. Oh, right. The head and the feet. I do still want to do that. Complete the third set of medical tasks. Water Fiena's flowers. Oh, right. I'll do that right now. And I think I can purchase the doll making kit because I got that $40. In a tome at the bookstore. What does that mean? Yeah, I'll go water Fiena's flowers right now. I also wanna... That one time where I was required to go in this way scared me. Because that closes every night. And I don't want to be stuck outside with the cops again. Especially if I'm... Whoops, wrong thing. Shift. Especially if I'm going to continue hanging out with the revolutionaries. You always gotta have a second exit.
Door's open.
I know.
Strange to be here without Fiena. The room feels so empty.
Yeah.
In my dream, she said something about
Yeah.
plants.
Yeah.
Should I?
Yeah. We have to.
You all do look thirsty. Don't worry. I'll take care of you.
One good deed.
Much better, isn't it?
She was getting baby colds, man. What's happening?
Anyone will take the plants from here now that Fiena is gone. Should I move some?
Yeah.
I feel like that's what Fiena would have wanted.
Yeah. Oh my god. Horticulturist. Is there anything else I
The
can...
air in this flat smells different, fresher than in the rest of town. I think it must be the plant's way of paying Fiena back for her devotion.
My poor sweet Fiena. Okay. What else did I want to do? Oh, I wanted to go buy Petya his doll making stuff. That's important. My beautiful baby girl. The salon. It's not that far away, right? Just keep walking. It's fine. Hello. Yeah, I figured you wouldn't talk to me, bitch. Okay. Doll making materials. Work clothes. Emerald Classic. I don't want to waste my stuff in case it happens again. I want to buy Fiena a chocolate pastry.
Enjoy.
This sucks.
How are you doing this fine evening? See you later.
Those people snitched on my brother. Bat. And now I'm not happy with them, but they're also the only store in town. Hey, they just appeared here.
Hey, Petya, I got something for you.
They're already here. Surprise.
Thank you. Now, this may take some time. I'll let you know when it's finished.
No worries. I'm just excited you're excited. Okay. And that's chillin'. What day of the week is it? Wednesday? I could go have another piano lesson with my love. I do want to go to the bookstore again and try and figure out the Rusalka stuff. Look around town for anything else that could be... I need to figure out how to get into this church is what needs to happen. Oh, but I can't do the Rusalka... No, yes, I can. Sorry. I was like, I can't do Rusalka stuff. That requires leaving and taking a whole action point to get there. But I'm not actually... I don't need to talk to the Rusalka right now. I need to find that tome in the store.
Let's see if I can find that book about local legends that Arbin mentioned.
Thank
No need to
you.
bother anyone else. I'll just peruse the shelves on my own.
Thank you. Boink.
This doesn't look useful.
Are you sure Roman can't help us? Our beautiful and loving boyfriend? No, I don't even have the option.
Nothing of interest here. What a dull book.
Is that going to be the same?
A pamphlet on local legends, written by Roman himself.
I told you. I told you.
Could this be what Arbin was referring to? Let's see.
Just talk to your boyfriend.
Aha! There's a page on the Rousseau.
If you'd have talked to him, you would have just put that together. The Rusalka is a creature commonly associated with the water. It is believed to possess the visage of a young woman, potentially displaying characteristics of a piscine nature. Whilst older texts often speak of its benevolent nature, guiding the harvest and spurring fertility, the Rusalka has become more frequently linked to death and drowning, a restless spirit seeking revenge for wrongs committed. The local understanding is that of the latter. It is said that the town's lake is home to one of these figures of legend. For 25 years, the town has been plagued by unexplained drownings and mysterious wounds of a vicious nature, all attributed to this creature. Yet when the lake bed has been searched, no trace of such a being is found.
Not too much new information here. However, it does mention that the incident started approximately 25 years ago. Perhaps Town Hall has a report on a missing young woman from around that time. I should speak to someone there.
You're so clever. Hi, Marusha. I wonder if I get $50 or if I get something else, I can change that. I mean that bat. It's just so much more efficient to fly everywhere.
Locked. I should try again earlier in the day.
Bat. Is this allowed? I can't go that way. Can I bat? This is not a good time to use vampiric powers. Fine, fine. Crazy that I can just get in here. Bat. Whoops. Nope. Whoa. Crap. Thank you. That was my bad. Ahaha. Okay. Let's look at that riddle again.
Arbin's riddle. Let's take a look one more time.
You who seek the truth of that night, begin where the night-flying eaglet roosts. There you will find your guide and shrine. The head rests atop the forest's grave. The heart beats where two lie alone. And that was on Lover's Isle. Where two lie alone. The feet yet walk with God on high, which is why I think it's in the church, but I don't know how to get in the church. Follow them to their final rest. What's that? Oh, I forgot about that. I'll give that to him in a second. From Anastasia. Letter 4, Petya. Why do I still have that? From Roman. I gotta sneeze really bad. Kolya. Our sweet baby brother. Bat. Okay.
Fly away now.
Shut up. Do we think maybe God on high? Maybe it's on the roof? I feel like I've looked at the roof before now, but also I've been in the bookstore after I've gotten the riddle.
Someone's carved something into the wall here. Better hope the minister doesn't find out. This looks like a pair of feet, and under them, the name Kovac. Walking with God on high. I don't feel particularly holy, but that must be one of Arben's riddle answers.
That's what I'm saying. So what was it that I had needed to do to trigger this? Oh, cute little fan animation. So maybe let's try to go back to the forest again and see if anything triggers in there, in amongst, like, perhaps that stump at the end. The only other place I could think it to be... I didn't mean to bat again. I meant to tab. So I can get my light. Because there's all these stumps here. The only other place I think it might be would be perhaps like...
Interesting. Chanterelles.
Yeah.
Basket. Some people like to boil them before cooking, but that only makes them lose their taste and texture.
I knew.
Wash them properly, though. They can get quite dirty.
I was just excited to be scientific enough. Like, the only other place I could think of outside of the stump at the end of this would be... oh god, what's his name? Trophim's... the thing... the stump he uses to axe things, because that's like... those are chanterelles.
Some people got to watch.
Because that could count as like that he killing the trees there.
Ooh, here's a large one. A penny bun.
Ooh.
Great find. People call it the white mushroom because the insides don't darken when you cut and dry them.
Wow. Because there's not a lot of places in town.
Interesting.
Pick it up.
Chanterelle. Some people got to watch. Ooh, here.
It's a penny bun.
People.
Like, nothing on this stump? I guess it's tiny and small. Okay. And Trophemes also requires an action point to get to. But I feel like I could get to Trophemes, get back to the thing, and then fly home fast enough that I would have... I think I'd have time. Anything with you? No. And that's okay. Because I don't know what else. I'll go check in the town, the residential area. Excuse me. Hello, Demian. A well doesn't make sense.
I was always terrified that I would fall into a well when I was little. Far scarier things to worry about now.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work, friend. Nothing quite like feeling the breeze on your skin in an open field.
I can't believe we told Marussia to stop following her dreams here. That's still... Ugh. I'm never gonna live that down. I'm gonna think about that for the rest of my life. Where? Hello? There we go. Bat.
Get away from me!
Haha. Eat guano.
Go away, you!
Because there's nothing... Yeah, there's nothing this way. End of town, so to speak. I think I can hit up Trophemes. Whoops. But also, let's check the graveyard while we're here. Because once again, it wasn't letting me... Ah!
Rest in peace.
I didn't kill him. I was just... why he was killed. I wonder where other people's graves would be here.
Rest in peace.
I also didn't kill her, I don't think. Unless it was malpractice. Unless I diagnosed her wrong. If so, my bad. Nothing here. Okay. That's... Whoops. Whoops. Sometimes I'm whipping my mouse around and it ends up on the other screen. Hi, baby. There wasn't a lamp here before. It's nice, but it's covering up my sweet Marta.
Evening, Trophime.
Hi, Trophime.
Could you take me to the Countess's manor, please?
Please.
Of course, my lady. Your wish is my command.
Oh, I can't. Then maybe I'll do that tomorrow. What do I want to do with my last bit of day? I guess just go... I did promise Hussar I'd talk to Elisa, so I should probably go to Elisa to be like, hey girl, so your babysitter keeps bothering me. Hey girl.
Elisa, fancy seeing you here.
What are you reading?
The Crimes of Bluebeard.
Ooh.
Familiar?
was an occult madman, and a serial killer at that.
Indeed. Although I'm having difficulty distinguishing between legend and truth. If he truly did dance with demons, he did a poor job documenting it. Foolish.
Yeah. Oh, crap. Stop wiggling around.
So much knowledge lost to the shadows.
Find it.
Just have to find it.
Obviously. Enough of this. I require a change of scenery. Accompany me, will you? Wait. I have an idea.
Huh? What's happening?
See to the dock.
What? To the lake?
I don't suppose I have much choice.
None. On your mark. Get set. Go.
Oh, I'm a little faster. Oh, I'm a little faster.
I must be out of practice.
That's gotta be it.
Quiet out here tonight. As usual.
Can we please talk about Hussar? It's pretty.
Pretty, don't you think?
Oh, very. So dark and inviting. Not that I'd recommend taking a dip.
Why not? I'm made friends with the Rasul because she's not as bad as people think.
Certainly not after Kupala's night.
There's an old spirit in this lake. Old and cold and hungry.
She's not that old. It's only been 25 years.
You mean the Rusalka?
Oh, you're familiar?
We
Yeah.
met on the island, as it happens.
Yeah.
I've seen her once or twice. I've never actually approached, though.
Lisa didn't know what she was, despite having the cryptid boyfriend, despite being a vampire, but despite being told multiple times that Rusalka are real.
Even to me, drowning seems like a particularly unpleasant way to go.
She's fine.
So, do try to avoid upsetting her.
We vibe.
I'll bear it in mind. It seems what would you call it? Underworld is more expansive than I thought.
What does that mean?
Vampires, ghosts, Rusalka.
Oh, like the magic world.
World. Fitting enough. Although, a little drab, don't you think? Doesn't really capture the romance of it.
No, we've been hanging out with Doctor too
I'm not
much.
Sure I'd call it romantic.
I would.
We are dead, after all.
Death can be romantic.
Yeah.
I must introduce you to Shelley.
Yeah.
Considering my profession, I'm not all that fond of it.
No? I would have thought you might have gained an appreciation for it. Unlife, at least. If not death itself. Or are you dedicated to keeping one foot out of the grave?
Can't I have both?
Can't I have both?
Greedy.
That's me.
What can I say? I don't want to compromise if I don't have to. I can appreciate the good parts of both worlds.
Or take advantage of them.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, are we gonna kiss?
Certain tolerances, so to speak, that are harder to come by in the light. Certain indulgences that can thrive in shadow.
We're gonna fuck nasty on this beach right now.
I could show you, if you're interested.
Sure. Hell yeah. I need to talk to you about Hussar.
Well,
So your babysitter asked me to come find you.
I'm not sure. Show me again.
pay attention this time.
Ha ha!
You make a fine companion, Lisa.
You don't sound sure of that.
Yes, well,
What?
it's about my plan.
Mm-hmm.
Sunrise and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me honestly, do you think me foolish?
No, I'm certainly concerned because you're not telling me about what the exact plan is. So I'm concerned that you're going to die from this. Specifically because you've given me no information. But I don't know that you're foolish for wanting to see a sunrise. You know what I'm saying?
I don't. I mean, betting your life on it is a lot, but still.
That's what I'm saying.
It clearly is important to you.
Yeah.
Do you say that just to placate me?
No, it's true. That passion is what drew me to you after all.
It's going to be soon. I have almost everything I need.
Have you tested it?
Well, no.
Elisa, I can't stop you, can I?
Of course not. I was sincere about wanting to hear your thoughts. But no, I intend to go through with this. It's far too late to stop.
Okay. What about us? What am I supposed to do? What about trust?
Us?
Us?
I thought that...
I enjoy your companionship, Lisa. Truly. But if there is to be an us, you must know I cannot bear to be caged.
Baby, I have 2 or 3 other partners right now.
Not compromise that for anyone.
Right.
Don't look at me like that.
Like what?
Like you're worried about me.
I am. Now that I know that your plan's just kind of to go and look at it with no protections, I'm a little worried. And I would have been worried even if we weren't dating, because that's a concerning thing to do.
I can't help how my face looks.
Correct.
If I tell you something, will you promise not to tell anyone else?
Yes.
Of course.
How old are you, Lisa?
Huh?
I'm 22. Or rather, I suppose I was. Why?
You're a baby.
I thought so. You're older than I am. Physically.
Oh.
And a doctor, besides. There were no women doctors when I was a girl. I'm lucky I even learned to read. A good husband wants a wife who can keep a decent conversation, you know? The Countess told me if I came to live with her, I would need no husband. I could even help with her business. She was everything I wanted to be. Intelligent, independent, strong. And in turn, I was young and pretty. Perfect for foistering all her insecurities and hopes on. I was too naive. I didn't even consider what I was giving up. Too late now, of course.
Elisa.
It's not like I even saw the sun that much as a girl. Always inside, sewing and playing piano and running around after little lady what's-her-name. If I saw the sunrise, it was because I was getting up early for someone else. I want to lie in the sun with no one to answer to. For once, to have it all to myself. Not someone's lady-in-waiting or substitute daughter. Just me. Is that selfish?
I don't think so.
Even if it was, I don't care.
I think it is, and I don't think that's wrong. I think that selfishness has been conflated to a only negative thing when it is simply a character trait. And it applies to so many things, like self-care, choosing yourself. These things are inherently selfish, but that doesn't mean they're horrible actions. It's okay to put yourself first. Often you should in your life. That doesn't mean you should be a dick to other people. That's when it's not okay. Is when in that action you go, no, actually, fuck you. I don't care about anything that's happening here. I don't care about my effect on people. I don't care how this will change the outcome of this thing. That's when it's not okay. Anyways, be selfish. Be a little selfish.
What? What is it?
Just me. I wonder. I'm going back to the manor. There's something I need to check.
What?
Nope.
Thank you for the chat.
I need to talk about Husara.
That was nice. Don't get yourself hurt, Elisa. Come back to me.
I think I missed my time to talk about Husara. I hope Elisa doesn't kill herself yet so I can talk about Husar. I guess I'll go do some work.
Go away, you.
Perhaps. Do I still need to buy that blood sample? I'm assuming I do. I'm gonna double check. Because I think the whole thing was that I couldn't do that work because I didn't have $15. Hey, buddy.
Were you waiting for me?
Yeah, little tweet.
Look what I've got for you.
Pram.
Oh, you started drooling. Ugh, not on my hand.
Hee
Strange.
Okay, I didn't mean to do that, but sure, we can save. Do I have a science outfit? No. History, writing, generic. All right. What's up, buddy? Yeah, all that's left is to purchase a blood sample, and all I get for that is $5. Hey, Arben. I am so close. Bat. Boah. We were going to be doing a... Oh, busy. Hi, Husar.
Hey, you.
That's what I thought.
What would you like?
Buy a clean blood sample. And a medium vial. Yay! Okay. Yeah, we were supposed to play The Sims so that I could make the plush nights. I talk about them sometimes, my current D&D group, where we play Arthurian Toy Story. That's everything for now. Okay. I really don't want to talk to this man. He's just so unpleasant. I'll read something and then go to bed. Yeah, so they're all toys, and as much as it would be cute to have toys be in...
Good evening.
Oh.
Pumpkin. There.
Baby. I would like to save. I'm at a new day. I would thank you. Put on the cerulean silk. How you doing, baby girl?
Lisa.
Yeah.
Calm down, Petya. What on earth is it?
Look.
How did you?
Oh
know
my
that?
god. Is she gonna come back as a ghost? Are we gonna have her possess the doll? Are they gonna be doll girlfriends together?
With quite a bit of difficulty, actually. But I did it. I can still make dolls.
Yeah! Oh my god.
Oh, she truly is lovely. Does she have a name?
No. And I don't intend to give her one. I'd like you to sell her. You should be able to fetch a good price for her.
What?
At the least, it should return the cost of all those materials you've brought me.
I'll keep her.
It's just too lovely.
Oh. It warms my heart to hear you say that. Thank you.
And if I sell her, then I can't put our girlfriend's soul into it when she dies from
In
sunlight.
that case, I hope you two become as good of friends as the two of us.
I have a feeling we will. I'll call her.
Oh. Paulina or Glasha? I like Glasha.
Welcome to the family, Glasha.
Finally. I'm finally starting to see a future outside this room.
Ah.
Not that I dislike your company, Lisa. I'm very
No.
grateful for your hospitality,
Uh-huh.
but I can't expect you to keep me in your room forever.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely would, but I understand that you wouldn't want to do that.
Even if I will never lead a normal life again, even though this body has its challenges, not now, but sometime in the future, I want to at least try to make it on my own.
Of course.
Glad to hear it. Truly.
Now to get back to work. So many threads to sew. So many wonderful things just waiting to come to life.
Ah, I love her. I need to open this in case I need a fucking hot exit. Yeah, and the Sims was taking a million years to download, but maybe that'll be next stream. Do you have anything new for me today? I don't want to have to talk to you.
I just heard about Faina.
Oh, right.
Yes, of course. I didn't get to share that with you earlier. Real shame. I don't say this lightly, but she truly was a good woman.
Hey, that's high praise coming from you who thinks everyone and everything sucks.
I don't understand. She was getting better. I saw it with my own eyes.
She was an old woman, Lisabetta. Sometimes that's all it takes.
She was getting baby fevers, dude. Baby colds. If her immune system's that weak, then there's definitely something else going on. And I wish I had known that if I went to sleep with that blood, there was a time, it's time sensitive.
A good woman, yes, but sadly, that's all the same to death. My advice? Don't let this throw you off. You'll see many people passing, both as a doctor and as a vampire.
But she was my friend.
The earlier you make peace with it, the better.
We were besties. don't
Yes,
care about
well.
any of that. Yes, well. Okay, well, I guess let's go to town hall. Oh, no, I got mail. Boink. We just got a letter.
It's a
We
storage
just
room for
got
the
a
building.
nope.
That's also where packages are delivered for tenants to pick up.
Wonder who it's from. Aw.
A handwritten note. Who could this be from?
Lisa, Lover's Island, tonight. Be there or don't.
She must be talking about the ritual. I should go and see her.
Okay. I guess I'm doing that tonight. I need to talk to you about Husara. It's fine. I'm fine. I don't want to buy anything anymore. Not useful. Hello? Oh, good.
Good evening. How may I help you?
Hi.
Hi. I'd like to request a list of missing persons from the time period around 25 years ago.
May I ask what might be the reason for such a request?
Doctor's records.
I'm assisting Dr. Volkov in archiving the medical records of the previous town doctor. However, it appears that one file, that of a young female, is missing a name.
Huh. Peculiar.
And the only clue is a note at the end that seems to imply that she may have gone missing around that time. Might you have a report of something like that in your archives?
I can certainly check for you. That long ago would now be in the public record.
Nice.
And while disappearances sadly tend to be more frequent nowadays, I can't imagine there were too many reports 25 years ago.
That's what I'm thinking.
We used to be a quiet, sleepy town. Just give me one moment, please.
Of course.
Some good news. I did manage to find one report that matched your description. However, I doubt it's the young woman you're looking for.
Why?
What makes you think that?
Well, the report came from her mother, a serf. It's highly unlikely her daughter would have had a proper medical file. They certainly wouldn't have been able to afford such a thing.
I see.
Dang.
Was there anything else of note?
Not really. Her life as a serf in town certainly wouldn't have been ideal. So it seems the police believed she simply ran off.
So dude was fooling around with his servant and then got mad.
The case was immediately closed.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
The name noted at the end of the report was... Uliana.
Uliana.
Okay.
Well, apologies that I couldn't be of more help for your archiving project.
It's okay. Of course.
Thank you for your help anyway.
My pleasure.
Okay. Alright, I can't bat inside. Kirill about Uliana's murder. Let's head to Lover's Island. Where else would the forest's grave be? There's Elisa. That looks like a lizard.
Good. You're really going through with this then?
How many times do I have to say it?
I'm not.
That should be everything.
It reminds me of that night with Matilda.
It's not dissimilar. And just like then, I'll need something I care about. A gift from my late father. I've had it on my person since, well, since I received it.
I really thought that's what you called us here, but that's okay. We literally just met. That's a better one.
It should be a fine vessel for my spirit.
Spirit? Not soul?
Sweet Lisa, you don't truly think we have souls, do you? Our eternal souls, if they ever existed, are long forfeit. I speak of something more essential. That which makes us, whatever that is. The art of necromancy deals in exactly that.
I've got a doll that looks just like you.
Something that squirms in our cold flesh, yet can be teased out and captured.
Oh, wow.
That is what I speak of. I'll catch mine within this amulet, and from there, I'll carry this corpse into the sunrise, and I will watch it. Then, I'll retreat to the shade and resume full control over my body.
Interesting.
That sounds fascinating. How did you come up with it?
Yeah, no
It's the
kidding.
same basic principle as raising the dead, but applied to a spirit that hasn't yet passed on. All right.
All right. Be careful.
Be careful, won't you?
Of course I... There. An extra protection room. Just for you.
Thank you.
Appreciated.
Ah.
I can't wait to tell you all about it.
Promise?
Promise. I should get started. And you need to get back before sunrise.
I need to tell you about Husara.
I'll see you on the other side.
I can't talk to the Rusalka, and that's okay. Okay. Whoop. Takes time to get there and back. Woof. Oh no, it doesn't. I don't think I can bat right now, actually. Whoop. Bat. Forest's grave. Whoops. Ahaha. Where else would a forest's grave be?
Get away from me.
Let's talk to Kiro.
Dr. Morozova, how nice to see you.
Career.
Kirill.
What is it?
Oh, did you hurt your hands?
Eh?
I don't see any sort of mark. Does that mean it wasn't him? Sorry, I must have been seeing things.
Are you buying something or not?
Maybe I'm on the wrong track.
Yeah.
Well, I've still got Oleg to check.
Dr. Morozova,
I should go.
pleasure as always.
Hi, Gosha.
Hey, stranger.
Can I talk?
Sure.
What would we talk about? That's just kind of what I want to know. That's fine. I think it's like a bomb or something. It's gotta be. Would it be Oleg, though? Because it said he's wealthy, and Oleg's not wealthy. But I guess Oleg's also not a serf. Maybe his family could have fallen on hard times because he is the only grocer in town. So it could have been that they were like wealthy merchants.
may I assist you today?
Other stuff.
Oleg.
How can I help you, miss?
Hey, Oleg. Do you mind if I take a quick look at your hand?
Hmm?
Did you happen to hurt it? Just doctor's curiosity in me.
Oh, this? I had a run-in with a tomcat in my youth. Don't worry, it's quite healed.
That scar. It has the same strange texture as the marks on Demyon's leg.
Is everything all right, miss?
Was it really a cat that gave that cut to you?
What? What reason would I have to lie?
What reason indeed?
I think we both know the answer to that.
No,
I have to know, Oleg. What happened that night on the lake?
Could we talk in the back room? Please. I'll answer your questions, just not here.
Okay.
Fine.
How do you even know about her?
Don't you think it's weird that right after you killed a girl in a lake, young men started being attacked and disappeared in that lake?
Doesn't matter. I knew one day someone would come to me with this. What do you want from me?
Your side of the
Your
story.
side of the story.
All right. All right. I can do that. I don't know what you've heard or how, but this is what happened. Ulyana and I had been fooling around. We were young. You must know how it is.
Sure.
It wasn't serious.
Really? It sounded serious enough to me.
That's not what I meant. Ulyana, she was lovely. But her family, you know.
What? Poor?
To say the least. My family would have never allowed me to marry her. I'd known that from the beginning. She must have not. I didn't realize how much our relationship meant to her until it was too late.
So why kill her?
That night, I rode us out to the island as usual, but on the way back, she suddenly started talking marriage. I tried to change the subject, but she wasn't having it. So I told her the truth.
And? What happened then?
She didn't take it well. I suppose I can't really blame her for that. She got angry and started yelling, pushing me while we were still on the boat. I reached out to get her to sit down. But then we were off balance. And I tumbled into her, so she fell. Ulyana couldn't swim.
So, why didn't you save her then?
Well, that's the thing, Lisa. I can't swim either. Never learned till this very day.
You all live beside the water. Do you know how dangerous that is? Why would you go out on a rowboat if you didn't know how to swim?
Should I have dived in anyway, knowing I might have doomed us both? I reached into the depths, hoping she might find my hand, but nothing. When I finally went to pull my hand from the water, I was met with a pain unlike any I had ever felt before.
The scar.
Yes. I came back to shore, got into bed, and I never went near the lake again. No one really knew we'd been seeing each other, so it was like she just vanished.
Easy for you, huh?
That is what happened. I never told a soul, but I swear it's been eating me alive every day since.
Speaking of eating, I'm getting a little hungry.
So, what will you do now?
You can't see the options, but it's kill him, take his hand without killing, or nothing. And I don't know about you guys. You see which one's highlighted. 'Cause if we kill him, his wife saw us bring him back here. It's not like we can lie and be like, oh my God, I don't know what happened. But with this, we could be like, oops, medical accident. My bad.
I'll find another way.
Pardon?
If you're telling the truth, I can't deny you have some responsibility for her fate. But you didn't murder her.
It wasn't actively hostile, but what he did was still wrong.
And I can't justify killing you over an accident.
Oh. Thank you. Thank you.
So I'll only take your hand.
What?
Would you prefer me to kill you?
What am I going to tell people?
You were trying to get something down from a shelf when it fell and struck your hand, crushing it terribly. Fortunately, I was in the store and able to perform a swift amputation, saving the rest of the limb.
The good doctor.
Does that work?
Couldn't it just be a finger?
No.
I'm not the one who decided the price.
Is that fishbone? No. Don't tell me.
As a doctor, I'll make sure you aren't conscious when it happens. When you awake, this will all seem like a bad dream.
As a doctor, I can do that. Normal doctor powers.
Minus a hand, of course.
Did you guys hear that?
Here's what I'd like you to do for me, Oleg.
Nothing. Goodbye. Oh, could I? Hold on. Oh, painting. We've got one left. I can bat out of here. Yay. Oh, good. I'm kind of sad I didn't get to kill Oleg because I don't like him. He snitched on me. He snitched on my brother. But it was a playboy that had an accident. And we can fault him for being a playboy that refuses to communicate. But we can't
How was your day?
fault him for the accident.
Can't complain. Thank you.
Thank you. Open that. Mr. Cuddles. Put on the dress. We've still got a few days for that. We're gonna go tell Uliana what happened. I'm gonna be good on these. I guess we should go find Eliza. Bat. Yeah, let's look in the bookstore for Eliza first. I really don't know where she'd be. I'm a little low on blood. Glasha! Oh, crap. Not here. Hi, sweetheart. Nope. Okay. Well, maybe she's at Lover's Island still. I'll go talk to the Rusalka. Oh, interesting noise from those pigeons. So as I was thinking about the riddle, the last one, I have just no clue where it would be. Secret hookah. Ooh, she might be down in her secret hookah lounge.
No sign of Elisa. That's good.
I think so.
The beating of little wings. Do they bring good tidings?
Hi, baby.
As requested.
Yes, yes. So much has been lost, but this mark, I know it.
Do you want to know more about
What
yourself?
of him?
Dead, of course.
Good.
Expecting something?
Foam, perhaps. Just some telescope. For your effort, a reward.
Aww.
For luck in the hunt.
Thank you.
This payment, not a gift. Finally, I will take you to the depths, lover mine, where you belong. Farewell, little bat.
Bye, baby girl. 'Cause, like, I don't think she'd care. Okay, so maybe she's in her little hookah lounge. There she is! Oh my god, how was it?
Lisa!
Yeah!
Lisa, it worked!
Oh my god!
It was incredible!
Tell me all about it.
Well, I couldn't really feel the warmth since I was detached from my body. But the colours, Lisa, they were so vibrant yet soft at the same time. I thought the night was quiet, but those moments just at dawn, when the vampires are asleep and the humans have yet to stir, it's so still. Like I was the only person in the world.
I love a sunrise.
I could just be. Anyway, what should I attempt next, do you think? I could try casting it on you, if you like.
I'll pass.
I suppose there are more interesting things we could be doing together. For now, at least. Perhaps one day we could watch the sunrise together.
I would love that.
It did remind me of you.
What?
What? I didn't say anything.
Haha, shut up.
Where were we? Oh yes, my next project. Perhaps I could take up healing magic.
That'd be fun.
I hadn't even thought of that.
With your medical knowledge and my magical prowess, surely there's no ailment we couldn't treat. And it'll mean we can spend plenty of time together.
Why do I get the feeling we won't be doing much studying?
Didn't anyone ever tell you you need a healthy balance of work and play?
I guess you'll just have to show me.
I guess I will.
Aww, can I talk to you about Hussar?
The smell is intoxicating.
I don't.
How sweet of you to stop by.
Other topics, please. Please.
Sorry.
Thank you.
About how he won't give me a moment's peace. Trust me, I know.
He knows you're up to something. Or rather, the Countess does.
Ugh. Can't he just look the other way? Seriously, would it kill him to look the other way?
I don't know if you understand. You're both under contract from the same woman
I'm not sure he can he?
who you're like indebted to.
I mean, I don't know a lot about your family's magical contracts, but I assume refusing an order is bad news.
That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't know anything about that nonsense. I make it a habit to distance myself as far as possible from the dealings of my family.
Right. And that's really benefited you this far, huh?
Your father contracted the Hussar to a life, an eternity of serving your family. How can you possibly not care?
It's not that I am completely heartless about my parents' dealings, the few that are even shared with me. But I learned a long time ago that I have to look out for myself, too.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps this is a perfect opportunity to do both. Releasing the Hussar puts an end to his snooping, keeping your establishment safe from the Countess.
Well, when you put it that way, it certainly makes it all a bit more interesting. Let me think. You said serve my family, right? Maybe I can make a counter order.
Does it work like that?
Depends on how it was worded. Really, it'd be better just to break it, but contract magic is an art in and of itself.
I hear that. Ugh.
And father was a maestro.
But there is a chance it could be broken.
You'd have to figure out the original wording first.
Mm-hmm.
If you do, and if you figure out a loophole, let me know.
I will. Thanks, Elisa.
Don't thank me yet. Really, it's not going to be easy. You'll have to excuse me. Arben makes this look so simple.
I'd better report back to the Hussar.
Thank you. This was fun, though. Bat. All right. At the salon, yeah. Forest's grave. It couldn't be in the bookshop, could it? Hi, sweetheart. Excuse me.
So many interesting books.
Yeah.
So many
Ugh. Do you have any fancy books I could be looking at? Just the
This
normal
room
one.
served more books.
Ugh. I don't know what it could be. Excuse me. Okay. Off to the salon. Womp. Hi, buddy.
So, I managed to speak with Elisa.
And she's my girlfriend now.
How'd it go?
For Elisa's sake, I should try to be discreet. She was holding a gathering of some kind for vampires. Seemed like she wanted to start her own social circles.
Makes sense. I don't blame her for trying to strike out on her own, really.
Are you going to keep stalking her?
Don't have much choice.
Actually, I was talking to Elisa about that.
About what?
Your contract with the Count. If we can figure out how to break it, she might be able to help since she's part of the Count's family.
She said that?
Yeah.
She clearly has little love for these kinds of dealings, and there is some benefit to her if you're no longer on her tail.
That's Elisa, through and through. It's a nice thought.
Don't you think it's worth trying?
Yeah. Not getting my hopes up, though. It's not like it was a complicated contract. I was dying. Didn't have much time to negotiate. But in it, he said had to be... what was it? Something about lions.
Huh?
Not leonine?
Come again?
Like the fable. There's 4 animals hunting a deer, but when the lion goes to carve it up into 4 parts, he gives all the parts to himself. So, a leonine contract is one that only favors one party. I suppose even magic contracts have rules.
Huh. That makes sense. Anyway, point is, there was a condition. Serve my family's house, and in return, we will not meddle in true matters of your heart.
That's
What
oddly
does
specific.
that mean?
Yes, well, there were reasons.
Which were?
Which were?
Unimportant.
You don't know that.
I would prefer not to talk about it.
Fine.
I gathered that, but I still need to know.
Matters of the heart were what got me killed. Well, almost killed. My lover was not so fortunate. He was gone before the Count got there.
Damn.
He?
Yes, he.
Oh. So you,
Baby girl, you have 2 girlfriends.
Yes.
Ah.
Happy now?
Well, it might be useful to know.
Perhaps. It never really came up again. Not really the sort of thing you can force, either.
No.
If you think of anything, feel free to let me know. You know how to find me. I gotta figure out what I'm going to tell the Countess.
Matters of the heart. Oh, how infuriatingly vague.
Yep. How's it going, Arbin?
Hello there.
I can't talk
Till next
to
time.
you. So cool, so cool. Maybe I'll go sell those shrooms. Hi, Oleg.
How are you doing this fine evening?
Sell these mushrooms. They always say that they'll be a hefty price, and then it's always $1. So this is all the clothes in the game then. What else could I do today? Don't want to. God, I desperately want to find that head. I might look it up. Forest, grave, Cabernet. Where the... On top of the bookshop. Okay, so I was right. I was just looking in the wrong spot. It's always good to know that you're right, but just off a little bit. To the bookshop. Okay. I keep saying I don't look stuff up often, and then I look a bunch of stuff up. I think I can just admit at this point that I look stuff up, and that's okay.
Carved into the brick over here. A crude rendition of a head, and next to the name Antonina. Is this one of the clues from Arbin's riddle? Antonina Arhipovna Kovac. That's the solution to the riddle, or at least the middle part. I should go tell Arbin.
Bat. Woo. Okay. Hey!
Arbin.
You're looking awfully chipper, lovely. Wait, don't tell me.
Yeah!
I think I've got it. Part of it, at least. The 3 clues combined to make a name. Antonina Arhipovna Kovac.
So that's our guide and shrine, is it? I can't say it rings a bell. And I dare say I know most people in this town by now.
Well, part of I do still think we have to go to the graveyard because part of it mentions the graves
What was
again.
the next part again? Follow them to their final rest.
That's what I'm saying.
That wording's strange, don't you think?
Like it's talking about death and graves.
Indeed. What exactly are we meant to be following?
Maybe if we start from final rest. That has to be death, obviously.
Thank you!
Oh,
What? What is it?
of course. One's final rest is in a grave. If we find Antonina's grave at the graveyard,
We'll find the truth.
Yeah!
Should we go straight away?
not tonight.
Uh?
I've waited so long for this. I don't think I'm quite ready yet.
I'll be with you when you're ready.
From you, I'd expect nothing less, lovely.
She doesn't get a choice. I'm part of this quest now. Okay. I'll go have a little piano lesson, I guess. Maybe read a book afterwards. I got time. Let me in. Hey, sweetheart.
I missed you so, my darling.
I was wondering if I could trouble you for another lesson.
Of course, my dear. For you, I'm always free.
But you still have to pay. Fa- Two, one, got this. Locked in. It really helps that it highlights them as you go.
You keep impressing me, Lizaveta. You might be one of my fastest learners yet.
Thank you.
Now, the next piece will be particularly challenging. Make sure you're ready. I missed you so, my darling.
Aww.
I think I'm ready for the next piece.
Wonderful. Remember, I did warn you. This is a tricky one.
I got this.
Don't be too upset if you don't get it right away.
I believe in myself. D, F, C, G, D, F, C, G, 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 A, E, F, 2, 1, D, F, C, D, D, C. Ah! 2, 1, D, F, C, G, D, F, C, G, 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 A, E, F. Yeah! I only messed up once.
Brava! Lisa!
Top level gamer.
I knew you had talent straight away. But honestly, you exceeded all my expectations.
Thank you.
Oh, you flatter me.
Whoa, the voice actor was really close to the mic for that one.
No, I'm serious. I think at this point you might need another teacher. Please, feel free to stay and practice though. You're still always welcome to play here, of course. Who could resist looking at your beautiful fingers touching the ivory?
Stop.
Excuse me. I didn't mean it like that.
Uh-huh.
Well, that would be a real shame. I was hoping you enjoyed looking at them. They're rather soft as well.
They do. I couldn't help but notice when I directed your hand on the keyboard.
Uh-huh.
Well, I must run. There's an errand I have to attend to that I completely forgot about. Please, feel free to stay and practice.
We can't fuck right now. I have to leave.
An errand? At this time of night?
At this time of day. Localized entirely outside of where we are right now.
Yes, it's a late errand. I'll see you soon.
Uh-huh.
I hope.
Uh-huh.
You most certainly will, my dear.
And you're not leaving. Okay. I guess I could go talk to the doctor. I don't want to.
What an interesting...
I
you can
don't...
see how much...
She's very good at her job. Full of passion. I'll read a book and talk to my boss, I guess. But why talk to him when I could learn about Thorwood? Hey, fuckhead. Do you actually, before I continue, have any more tasks? No.
Good evening.
What do you need, Lisa?
You just shut the
Dr.
fuck up.
Volkov?
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if it's a good time to hear the rest of your story.
I suppose it's as good a time as any.
Nah.
So, what happened after you turned?
I didn't know back then what I'd become. There was no one to explain it to me, so I had to find it out on my own. Thank goodness my infant daughter, Sophia, was with her grandparents that night and avoided our fate, so
Okay.
I tried to go back to life as usual, albeit without my wife. I was naive enough in the early years to believe that I could live a normal life with my daughter. I hired a wet nurse, locked myself in my room for research during the day, and continued to see patients at night. And for the first decade or so, everything seemed to go according to plan. I learned what I was by trial and error, and allowed myself to feed on the humans that entrusted me with their care. Leading a patient is a lot easier when you have fangs.
And after that, what happened?
Time happened, dear. She aged, and I didn't. By the time Sophia was 16, it was starting to become quite obvious that I hadn't aged a day. I laughed it off when people mentioned it, but deep down, I knew I wouldn't be able to do it forever. And then they came.
You mean the Countess?
If it wasn't for her, it would have been someone else, but yes, higher society. They finally found out about my condition and came to collect my debts. Knowing what I do now, honestly, I'm surprised it took them so long to find me.
Who's her?
They spared my life in exchange for my continued research for vampire kind. As for Sophia, I had to abandon her for her own protection. You know the family rules by now. They wouldn't keep her alive if she knew their secrets. And so, I disappeared. Made it look like I was lost to the wilderness.
That must have been dreadful.
To sever the bond of father and daughter. To cause the person you love more than life itself such pain. It nearly killed me.
So, you never saw her again?
Never said that.
If you don't mind, I should get back to my work. We can talk again some other time.
I understand. Thank you for sharing all this with me. Till next time.
Mm-hmm. Good night, Lisa.
Okay.
Hello, Doctor.
Huh?
Dr. Volkov.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I've got a little something for you.
Forgot about that.
Thank you. What?
God, I hate you.
Doctor, is this a good time?
For what, dear?
If it's all right, I'd like to hear what happened to your daughter after the higher society intervened.
What's our... We are somehow at 100. God, I'm so sorry, Marusa. Huh. Anyone hate me? Victoria. That's fine. I really like Victoria anyways.
Did you ever get to see her again?
Very well. I suppose it's time to finish this story.
You've had enough time to process, right? Like 2 seconds where I handed you an envelope?
You see, despite my orders, I found it impossible to keep away from Sophia.
Yeah.
I knew that going against the higher society directly might put her in danger, so I kept an eye on her from the shadows and watched as she grew into a young lady. I even attended her wedding.
Aww.
How did you manage that?
There may have been a particularly nosy bat in the registrar's rafters that day.
That's sweet.
She was so beautiful. I couldn't help but speak to her telepathically that evening and tell her how proud I was of her.
Aww.
She thought it was a sign of approval from the heavens, that I was sending a message to her from beyond the grave. In a sense, she wasn't wrong.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Over the years, I followed her around while treating patients as a traveling doctor. I wanted so desperately to reach out and tell her that her papa was still here, that I kept watch over her all this time. All I desired was to touch her sweet face and kiss her forehead one more time.
You were a wonderful father to her.
I'm not so sure myself, but thank you, dear. It means a lot.
You were as good a father as you could be, given the circumstances. Which doesn't, I agree, which doesn't make you a great father. But you did your best. You put your best foot forward, and that's all anyone can ask.
She was my child, my only one.
Did you ever get to reunite?
In the last few years of her life, I'd set up a local practice, feeling rather certain that she would stay here in town. Her husband had died some years earlier, and her children had left to find their fortune. One night, someone knocked on my door, and there she was.
Little old lady.
I made a point of avoiding treating her in the past, lest she remembered me, but this visit took me by surprise.
And did she recognize you?
No, she barely recognized herself. In her old age, she had become feeble both mentally and physically. Her neighbors had found her wandering around in her nightdress, claiming to be tending the roses. They brought her to me to see if anything could be done. Realizing it was finally safe to do so, I took Sophia in and fitted out a room with a new bed and that vanity.
Not as a child, because I was wondering if he'd only had her since until 10, until 16. Why would this whole like adult room be outfitted?
My little girl was living under my roof once again, and I was determined to ensure she'd pass into the next world comfortably.
It must have been so difficult to see her like that.
Of course it was, but it was also a blessing that allowed me to spend her final moments together again. Over the next few years, I kept Sophia alive and well. I fed her, bathed her, clothed her, and comforted her at night when she awoke from a nightmare. I told her stories of Boris the Bat, a creature that followed a beautiful princess all its life and made sure she came to no harm.
Oh, that's so sweet. I'm gonna start crying, guys.
In this way, I was able to share what I'd done her whole life without admitting who and what I was.
This is so sweet.
On her last night of life, I made sure to brush her hair with extra care and place a soft blanket over her when she was under the sheets. I stroked her face and kissed her forehead. And in that moment, she looked at me and said, "Papa?" And then she slipped into her eternal slumber.
Fuck.
I like to think she knew at the very end that her papa was still there, keeping her safe, that he never left her, and that he would always carry her in his stilled heart. And so, that is why I have a vanity in that room, Lisa. I couldn't bring myself to change it after she left.
I forgot that's why
I
we
hope you don't mind.
started this. Of course not.
Of course not. I'm just happy you got to spend those final moments with your child. Thank you for sharing your story with me, Doctor. You don't know how much it means for me to hear it.
You suck so hard still.
You deserved to know, dear. You know, I don't think I've told it to anyone in full like that before. And I must admit, it felt good to share it with someone.
You can be a little bit less of a dick, Kyle.
I'm honored.
Now, if you don't mind, Lisa, I'd like to spend some time by myself. The older you get, the quicker one gets emotional, you see.
Yeah, man.
Of course. I'll see myself off.
And you, dear.
Okay. Check in. I'll do that later. Okay. I'm so scientific. Jeeb and Pete. Okay. I think...
And now that I know who the vanity used to belong to, I like it even more.
I think we're gonna end it there today. What a good game. Full of complexity and nuance and tragedy. Ugh. Sorry. I have a lot of issues in eating and feeding myself. It feels weird saying, like, oh, content warning for what I'm about to say, but, like, it is, like, a very sensitive topic I'm about to talk about. I used to have an eating disorder for a long time, and I'm sort of still in recovery of that. It's one of those things that never really goes away, that you just sort of have to monitor and keep yourself in check of. And I'm very proud in that my inability for the past little while hasn't been due to stress or any sort of like martyrdom, because my shit never stemmed from, oh, well, I'll look better if I don't eat. It stemmed from, I don't deserve to eat because I grew up poor and I know what that's like, and we need to ration, and true like survival instinct. And that's not true, and that's not how things work. And that's not how things have worked for my life in a really long time, and I need to be able to teach my body that. And it's a hard and arduous process. But for the first time in like 5 years, I've started gaining weight again. Something I notice often in streams when I glance over is just sort of how prominent my little cheekbone can be sometimes, and how like sallow I look. And I know that's a lot to do with the filter and the quality of camera, but like I'm getting fat on my face again. I've got a tummy again. I'm like filling out and I'm not cold all the time. It's cool. It's pretty cool. Recovery's pretty cool. Yeah. Thank you for listening to that. Thank you for joining me for the game today. I hope you have a good day, night, afternoon, week, weekend, whatever time it is where you are when you're watching this. And I'll see y'all next time. Friday at around noonish. Bye.